As much as I hate starting over, this is where we're at. Day one. Day one. Oh, it's a long story. Well, not really. It's a very short story. We had 120 some days and we died. So that's the story. And I was killed by spiders, so it's my own fault. I shouldn't have messed with the spiders. I was on the verge of building my fourth fort, and I just tangled with the spiders, and I lost. Very disheartening. But we get to try another game. And this time, maybe we'll do better. Maybe. Nope, can't catch that one. Okay. A lot of pig people in this area. We'll just start gathering supplies, looking for a place. Hopefully it'll be an area that has a little bit of everything we need. And be by pig people. So right now we're looking in a good spot. I mean, the sooner we build our first fort, the better. So we'll just look around here and see if it has most of what we need, and then we'll think about building. There are a lot of pig people, and I'm wondering if perhaps the Pig King is nearby. Wouldn't that be something? It's always good to build by the pig people, if you can. And these tumbleweeds seem to be a big help when you're trying to collect weeds and twigs and grass initially. You can get the tumbleweeds and really make great strides into getting your quantities up. So let's investigate this area a little more. Doesn't have too many trees. It's right on the edge of a swamp. It's got a few berry bushes around and some carrots. It's got a pretty good number of flowers. Oh, it's got some rabbits. Some beefalo hanging around. Not a bad area for our first camp. We always like having the pig neighbors because they help us fight things. It's right near some frogs. And my last attempt, I was building in a rocky area, and the abandoned farm was there, but it was right on the verge of a forest, and there were frogs everywhere. I mean, everywhere. I thought they only lived by the ponds, but they were everywhere. And that's eventually what got me. As try as I might, I had a wall built around that abandoned farm, and I got trapped out one night, and some darn frog got me. They're hard to kill because they do so much damage. I had a fire staff, but the fire staff wouldn't work on them. So It was only a matter of time, I guess. The poor planning on my part. Well, if we're going to build a fort, this looks like a pretty good spot. I don't think we have enough trees. We don't have any trees, so we'd better get some. And maybe that's the one thing that's lacking around here, is trees. I saw a few cedar trees up the way. We'll take this tree just so we have some logs. And try to find another one before dark. There's some. Yeah, this might not be a good place if it's not by trees. We might look a little bit tomorrow before we settle on this as an area. Because one thing you don't want to be lacking on is trees. That's for sure. So if we decide not to live in this area, we'll definitely get these carrots. Before we depart. At least, the night will not be so long right now. So we'll have time to gather our thoughts. Whoa, we've got a gear out of one of those. That's another nice thing, is every once in a while you get something good from those tumbleweeds. And we got a gear, which is very helpful to us when we want to start building our crock pot and such. We're going to forgo on the manure right now because we really have no need for it until we start planting or gathering berry bushes and such. So we'll just take a look at our map. Okay. Yeah, we haven't explored a whole lot. So I think we'll head south though and just check out the next area. If we can get into a forested area, it'd probably be better to build a camp in a forested area than up here where there are several good supplies of things that we need, but not ideal to be so far from wood. And off we go. We'll still be collecting our supplies. It's best to get up to the limit as quickly as possible, and we'll remember this as a good food source and flour source when we come back through. Right now we've got about half of what we need for grass and almost there for twigs. Just for building rope and such, it's essential. Here's some more pig people down here. Yeah. And there's a little peninsula. Let's see how big this turns out to be. There's more pig people. Boy, there's a lot of pig people around. Oh, what's this? A green gem. We'll just leave that there. Okay. Birch nut trees. Really good to have an evergreen forest by you. So we're not gonna choose this area. We'll gather what we can and head on our way. Yeah, that was a small peninsula. Okay. Yep, that was a pretty small peninsula. Oh, beefalo. Alright, here's another one. We haven't been over here. So let's check this out. Ah, frog ponds. The frogs, you know, they're not pleasant. There's nothing pleasant about the frogs. No. Nothing pleasant about frogs. Oh, and this is probably the dog area. Anytime you see those stones, it's probably the dog area. So we'll go ahead and we'll build a pickaxe and get some of these rocks so that we can get the gold, so that whenever we're ready to build our science machine, we'll have the gold to do it. We'll just stay on this side of it because if there are dogs up there, we definitely don't want them to know we're here. And whenever I see those jagged rocks like that, I always find the dog. Oh, here they are right there. And here they come. And we're going to get on this road and just run for our life. Okay. It looks like he's going to follow us. He'll get 2 good bites in. We'll just take care of him because he followed us. Alright, so that area back there is the rocky area. Here's a little bit of trees, so we'll take this opportunity to collect some wood. We're going to have to stop for lunch because we're getting puny. But we've got a handful of berries. Well, nothing like a little excitement to get you going. There's a good little set of wood here, so we'll stock up a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll go up around this water to explore the other side because I don't want to get back down in the dogs right now. It's too hard to survive them when you're just starting out and you have no grass suit or anything to protect you. And I probably have enough grass right now to make a grass suit anyway. Let's check that out. Yeah, we can make a grass suit. A little protection. Never hurts. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get ready for the night. I think we've been up here before. Yes, but we'll head down this road over here. Come the morning. There we go. Time for dinner. we'll eat a couple of carrots to get back some of our heart where we were damaged by the hound. Yeah, you don't want to mess with too many of those. Now I got some cut reeds from one of the tumbleweeds, so I'm going to go ahead and burn them. I don't know right now that I have a use for those, so I'll start with burning those and the pine cones. Because we're not replanting right now. We'll use those to get us through the night and save our wood. We'll go ahead and pick these flowers that we see because we're down in the dumps a little bit. And then we'll take all of the twigs and grasses that we see within our fire area. That just helps pass the night and give us some more supplies. There's even a berry bush. And if we put some more fuel on the fire, well, it's almost daylight, so we'll go ahead and chop this tree. And it looks like we're at the end of a peninsula, so let's take a look at our map. Okay, we'll keep going. Get as many flints as we can. I don't like to collect too many berries at a time because I don't want them to spoil. But I have been on the edge of starvation at some points because I didn't have enough food, and you get into an area that doesn't have any and you're kind of stuck. So this looks like there's rabbits around in this area. Oh, and flowers. A beefalo. I don't see many trees. Oh, there's a pig, people. Alright, we'll take this opportunity to explore and look around. There's a handful of good-sized trees. Not a forest that you could burn down for charcoal, but a goodly number of trees. And if you replanted your pine cones, you could keep the forest going. This looks like frog territory. Oh yeah, we're going south. And south. It's day 3. Still have time to find a good spot. There's no hurry, really. I like to take 2 or 3 days at least to try to find a good spot. I mean, I build more than one fort, so it doesn't really matter. It just gives you a jumping off point, and if you have a science machine at each one, you can go from camp to camp, and it's a little easier on you because you have a good place to hold up as you're traveling around exploring the whole continent. Seems there's a lot of pig people around. And here's an area. Well, that axe was 100%, so we'll take it. We go through them so fast. This looks like it might be the end of the peninsula. Who are you, dude? Trabonianist. We'll just call you Treble. Here comes trouble. Okay, nope, this doesn't look like the place. This does not look like the place. All right. And there's our friendly neighborhood frogs. All right, let's check the map. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, there's got to be a place this goes around into another area. Well, I really would like to have thick wood. It just helps in so many ways, and then this is going to be a little peninsula, so that's not much help. We'll stop and get a tumbleweed or two. We'll pick up every random flower here and there. Alright, so let's check the map. Yeah, I'm hoping this heads back the other way. We haven't come into much of a forest anywhere. Nope. Oh, yeah, maybe a land bridge? Nope. Just another peninsula. Well, our pockets are full, and we can't do much more until we get a science machine, so it may be time to just settle down somewhere. We might have to go past the dogs to get anywhere, but we'll go back up around here. And then on down and around. Yep, we'll probably have to spend the night over here. We'll get as far as we can. Here's a wood. Alright, we'll spend the night here. We have a few supplies we can get before it gets dark. And we'll settle in. Okay, we're gonna go around this corner and see what we've got today. We ate all our carrots overnight. Hello. Tacitus? Tacitus? What was your name? Tacitus. Are you living over here all by yourself? Is there a pig king in my future? Oh, here's some rocks. Here's some good trees. This is looking like a better area to settle in. I haven't seen many spiders, so not too bad. Let's just make the rounds. We've got a lot of trees. We'll look for some rabbit holes. I'm going to drop that pine cone. Oh, and then it goes into grasses. And the birch trees. And the birch trees are not bad. They at least give you birch nuts. And there's carrots and flowers. And grass and berries. Let's grab this carrot. I don't see any rabbit holes. Nope, there's a rabbit. Where you going, dude? Okay, there's a rabbit hole. If you want to get through your first winter, I find that if you have at least 2 or 3 rabbit holes, you can stick out a pretty good winter. Well, this doesn't look like a bad area. Let's go up a little bit and see what's up there. There's nothing outstanding about the area, but it is right on the edge of a good wood. There are rabbits around, so this wouldn't be a bad area to just set up our first camp in. We've got some pig people neighbors. We've got some beefalo. We've got a little bit of everything. Alright. Let's find a good spot. Maybe right in here. We only have 6 rocks, so I don't think we can build a... Let's get some more rocks first. I think that would be better. I think I saw some up here. Somewhere. First thing about establishing your fire pit is that it's good to do that because it shows up on the map. And just a little fire will not. So if you wander away from your camp while you're exploring and you won't be able to find it unless you have the fire pit set up. Or you have a chest, or, there's some things that just don't show up on the map. Even your walls don't show up on the map. You've got to have something to anchor it so it'll show up, so you can find it on the map if you wander away from it. Let that turkey get the berries. Alright, so I think this is where we'll establish our first camp. Just because I still don't have enough rocks. I'm short 1 rock. Okay. Let's look at our map. There are some rocks up the way. That would be the only thing that would make this not a good campsite, is that we're so far away from rocks. The only rocky area that we've seen has the hounds, so... Yeah, I don't want to have to travel a long way for rocks, but we'll go up and get these rocks, because we're right near a road that goes up. This road right here may lead to rocks. We don't know. So we'll go ahead and set a fire pit down, because the area is so good for everything else. We'll go ahead and get this rock. We'll set up our camp down there if we can find the spot again. before dark. Yeah, this little area right here. If it's okay with this beefalo, we'll go ahead and this is the first piece of our camp that we will use for our journey on this adventure. So I think we should have enough to build our science machine. Yes. No, we need rocks. We need more rocks. Okay, so we'll spend the night here. And then we'll go look for some rocks. I think our best bet, looking at the map, is to follow this road up into the unknown area. And that may lead us to a good rock source. Hopefully it will. Otherwise, we're going to have to go over by where the dogs are and see if we can sneak past them into another area. It shouldn't be too bad. Heh heh heh, I say that tongue in cheek. Let's see, we have a 100% axe and we have a 49% axe. So we'll get these 3 trees and then we'll get something to eat in our preparation for exploring that northern area. And since we have 18 logs on us already, we're going to go ahead and drop these 2 logs. We'll carry our 18 with us and we'll just leave these down here so that when we come back, they'll be waiting for us. And off we go. When we come back, we'll build our science machine. We'll get a backpack. With any luck, maybe we'll find Chester. But we'll see what we see. Oh, we forgot to eat. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Let's go ahead and stop and have some berries. We don't want an empty belly dragging us down. All right, let's check our map. All right, we're going to just go up. Hey, have we met you before? Nope. All right, there's plenty of flint up here, but I don't see any rocks. Oh, that turkey. Yeah, turkey. He sure likes to steal berries. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Well, we'll get a few supplies. There was another rope in there, which is good. Oh, we don't need those twigs, so we'll go ahead and drop those. And I have found that dropping these twigs is sometimes a good thing, because when you come back through and you're in need of quick things, you see those twigs laying down there where you dropped them. It could be the thing that saves your life. So it's always good to drop stuff. I like to drop stuff by the touchstones. Well, I don't see that there's a rocky area up here, and that's disappointing. Because, well, there's a rock. We can at least get enough to build our science machine. There's a lot of rabbits up this way. I just wish there were some rocks. We'll grab a flower or two, since it's best to try to keep up our sanity instead of letting it dwindle. If you can do it. Oh, no, we've been here before, haven't we? No, we haven't. All right. It looked like that's grassland. This looked rocky, but I don't know if that's going to continue. Oh, look, it is a rocky area. Hooray. Well, we'll go ahead and get a couple of these. A few more gold. And some loose rocks laying around. Pig people everywhere. Yeah, this looks like a good rocky area. Hooray. Then we don't have to deal with the hounds. So we'll gather up a bunch of rocks. I mean, we want to build a rock wall if we can over a wood wall. But we don't really have a lot of pocket space right now. We may have to sacrifice some things that we want in order to get these rocks back to our camp, but we'll see. Alright, we're pretty far north. So we'll just grab as many rocks as we can. Try to get at least 40 before we head home, but that might not be practical because we sure need to get home before dark, and I don't think we're gonna make it. Spent too much time rock hunting. Okay. Okay, let's see where we're at. We need to go back across the bridge. Well, we managed to get 34 rocks. That's pretty good. Uh-oh, rock bridge, rock bridge. Am I missing it? Okay, I am missing it. Okay. Hooray! So, it's a little journey to get to the rocks. And our camp. Our camp is somewhere. There's our camp. So if we can get to that road, yeah, we'll just stay on this road. This road should swoop up. And then head south. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. Well, it does, but we can cut over to save some time. Okay. We're gonna have to camp out because we're not gonna make it. Alright, we'll camp out right here. I was hoping to make it back so we could get our science machine built. But we'll go ahead and get some flowers. And flint, and carrots, and berries, and twigs, and grass. Everything that we can collect while we're here is going to be better for us down the road. And we're headed to catch this road and go back to our camp. Let's cut these trees. There's a group of 3 fine trees. they don't have pine cones. They're evergreens, but they don't have pine cones. Only the dark green ones seem to have pine cones. But it's always best when you start chopping down logs for to build your walls and whatnot, that you gather up your pine cones and rebuild the forest. Take a tree, plant a tree, that kind of thing. Alright, we should be right near our camp. Here we are. This is what we call our camp. It's a pile of rocks. Hooray! Alright, we're going to make our science machine. We'll put him right here. Good. And now we can start thinking about getting everything we need for an alchemy engine. So we need our little doodads. We have enough gold for the doodads, so we'll go ahead and make some cut stone. We're going to need 4 of them. This may mean making a few trips back to the rocky area, but that's okay. We'll get these doodads made. And then we can concentrate on what we need for the alchemy engine, which is 4 boards. We can probably do that. So let's go ahead and do that. One, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Hooray! It looks like we can build our alchemy engine. So we're going to put him over on the other side. Awesome. And we'll take the other rocks that we have and make as many of these blocks as we can. If we set our 4 corners, which is what I like to do, and then I can build with wood, or we'll just go ahead and do it. Okay. And then I can build with wood or stone in between, depending on what supplies we have at hand and how fast we want to get our walls up. And we've got 2 coils of rope. We'll go ahead and make a couple more. And then we'll build some wall sections. Alright, so we've got 18. So we'll set our corners just so we can establish ourselves a little better. We'll go ahead and set our corners. We don't want it to be too big, but we want it to be big enough to house everything we want to have. Okay, and then we'll have some cleaning up to do, so we'll need a shovel. Go up to tools and make our first shovel. And get this out of the way. Now, once we start doing this, we can start collecting our supplies also. Things that we need to establish our livelihood. In other words, we'll need to start gathering grasses, we'll need to start gathering berry bushes, that sort of thing. So that's That's what we want. And so we'll plant our berry bushes over here in this dark area. And now it's time to start collecting manure also. Since there's one here, we'll go ahead and fertilize this bush right now. So tomorrow we will go get more supplies now for the things we need. And we can make ourselves a backpack, or we can keep the grass suit on since it is day 6 and we may see a visit from some hounds. We'll have to see what we're going to do as far as keeping our grass suit on, or carrying a backpack. So we're going to go ahead and set our walls. We better build up our fire a little bit more. Okay. I guess we'll set these on the corner. I don't know how strong that'll be as opposed to side to side, but this is the way they seem to want to go. And so we'll just go ahead and establish that. We'll leave that doorway, I think. And on this wall, we'll just go for as long as we can. Come on. There we go. Once you have some walls around, I always feel a lot better. Not that anything can't just break through, but in fact, I had a really good camp with walls around it, and a dog just kind of ran in. I got attacked by about 3 or 4 dogs, and there was a dog in my camp, and I never did figure out how he got in there. All right, we better get something to eat. So that's one thing we can collect today is more food. We need to go get some rocks. We have a sapling to plant, which we'll just plant way over here because I don't really care about replanting saplings. The only good thing about replanting saplings is that they don't require fertilizer. All right, I'm going to leave my gold over here and hope it's there when I get back. I am not putting down my gear because those moles will take it. All right, let's go back to the rocky area, and we can develop our little road plan. I think we go up on this road. We'll have to collect manure when we come back. Let's see. Yeah, we can follow that road right over to where the rock bridge is. We could take a shortcut, but we travel a little quicker on the road, so I don't know which is better. Oh, look. Oh boy, rope. Ooh, what happened to this fellow? Oh, and a rabbit trap. Well, we can make use of that, can't we? Yes, indeed. Alright, so the road. Gonna come around. Oh, and I missed it. Did I miss it? No. We need to come down through the rabbit territory. Just past the pig house. Should be right up here. There it is. Let's go ahead and grab these grasses. Flint and flour. Oh, and a carrot. We don't want to forget to eat. We don't want to forget to maintain our vitals. So, okay. Here's just some plain rocks, and that's really all we need right now is just plain rocks. We just don't want to pick up the niter. Oh, which we just did. And flint, you know, we've got plenty of flint, so we don't really need to pick that up. We just need rocks at this point because we're building a wall. Rocks. There's a lot of rocks just laying around up here. We want to keep our eye on the clock too. We want to gather as many rocks as we can, but we also need to think about collecting other things. And so we'll try to do a bunch of stuff at once. Switching back from pickaxe to hammer or to shovel. Alright. We've only got 16 rocks. Seems like we should have more. Rocks. Alright, we're keeping our eye on the clock. We may have to make 2 or 3 trips. No, we're not going to be able to keep that gold this time. And we may have to drop that trap just because it's only 10% anyway. Well, we don't want to carry the gold, and we'll drop the trap. We'll get a few more rocks. And then we'll have to be on our way. I don't see any loose rocks. There's some. Alright, we managed to get about 34. And this road will take us right back down to the rock bridge. And we'll want to collect some manure. Oh, we came out with the gold anyway, didn't we? We want to get on this bridge going home, but we want to collect some manure and stuff on our way. We'll switch over to our shovel in case we see any berry bushes that we want to collect right now. Yep, we're on the right track. It's always fun to establish a camp. It just gives a sense of safety and security. And then you have a base where you can venture out and explore if you want to, but you can always get back behind your walls. Walls of safety. Are we gonna make it? I don't think so. We might have to put a fire up. How close are we? We better build a fire. Getting nervous. Let's look at the map and see. Oh, we're right down there. Yeah. All right, we'll put another log on the fire. Build it up a little, and we may be able to make it to our... Yeah. Hooray. Now we can continue our rock building. Okay, well, for a first try, this is pretty good. We've established our science machine and our alchemy engine. We're building our wall. We have plenty of rocks. Tomorrow we'll start our berry garden and grass garden, and we'll build some traps to start getting some rabbits. So join us again, please. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more, we're going to try to make it to 100 days again. We'll see what happens. Please hit the subscribe button and come back and visit us again and again and see how we're doing. We'll see you again another time. MessHazel out.